Hey guys, welcome to this new episode of the Blockhood development blog. My name is Jose Sanchez, I'm the main developer of Blockhood. I'm going to be showing you the new features that we have added to version 0.5. This is a big release, a big change, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So I'm going to jump into the sandbox. One of the things that maybe you did manage to see, or maybe not, is that the opening soundtrack has been changed slightly. Now we have all the soundtrack completely original. Selma Mutal, who's the sound designer and the composer for the soundtrack, has finished all the tracks for this early access release. So we have all the content. So that's a small update. Something else, I like to call this release Synergies because one of the main features that I've been working on is the synergy system. We have rebalanced many of the tiles, so there's kind of a change on the inputs and outputs, just to try to make the game better balanced in overall. But let's see what the synergies are all about. So now some units, not all of them, and you'll have to discover that slowly as you play, will have synergies. And synergies are, let's see some of them, and then we'll start seeing what they mean. So if I'm going to create here some corridors, and as you can see, we have fixed a lot of bugs as well, so those are always handy. All the comments from the community have been very appreciated. So let's create some trees. So if I create this tree, trees have synergies with each other. So you see these new arrows that appear. So what this means is that that trees want to be closer to other trees, right? And for instance, if I create an apartment, right? An apartment might want to be close to, let's say, looking for a flower garden, right? So maybe if I add a flower garden, you'll see that it increases something in this unit, right? If I inspect this unit, I'll see that it cannot actually produce any resources because there's things missing, but it does show that it has synergy +3, and that means that this particular item here, this unit, is creating a positive synergy on this other unit. What does these synergies mean? Is that the production of resources by these units is going to be increased. In this case, it's increased by 30%. Usually it's increased by a little bit, like 10%. So you can see here these trees, if they had water, they could produce 10% more just because they're close to other trees, right? So I'm going to create some water. So we will start having some water here, and you'll see that now my trees are going to start producing, and they're going to be producing a bit extra due to this kind of synergy modifier. So what we're trying to encourage here is that, yeah, there is kind of a series of initial relations, but depending on how you place things in the canvas, there's gonna be either bonuses, positive bonuses, or negative bonuses, right? So some synergies are negative, and I'm going to show you how that works as well. It's very similar. If you put a school, if you think about it, a school probably doesn't want to be close to a bar, right? So we've established a negative synergy between a school and a bar. So if I put those two together, you'll see that those two have this red arrow appears, and some small sound shows up, and it tells you that there's kind of a negative synergy. Oh, I just realized that it has a double minus sign. But anyway, what happens here is a negative synergy, -1 and -3, right? So the school and the bar do not go together. So you'll have to discover. We're gonna give you hints of what things work together, but hopefully you're gonna be discovering what things work and how to optimize and create the most out of your resources, right? How do you can boost resources between different units, and how these units work. We do have a list of relationships and synergies that we started developing, but that might change for the final release as well. But I think this is going to give a lot of depth to the game as we move forward, as there's going to be all sorts of different combinations that you can explore. And yeah, like I just finished doing these graphics for it that I think that hopefully they're representative of the synergy rules. Um, they they try to be quite intuitive. If you start doing things, you're gonna get them automatically, and you'll be like, oh, okay, well, like housing wants to be close to other housing, or particular kind of apartments, they kind of get a bonus from being close to each other. So, and they also get bonuses from getting close to trees and parks and so on. So hopefully, it will be an intuitive process, and it will add to the experience of the game. So let me know what you think on the comments. If it makes sense to you, if you have any ideas, if something that should be changed, if the graphics are clear, and I'm gonna be updating the release in Steam, the beta version of the game tonight with these new features, and obviously you will be able, if you don't have the beta version, you can obviously access it once we release on early access. That's on the 27th of January for now, and we're supposed to be in track to hit that day. So stay tuned for any updates, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.